Hello, everybody. This is Humanity's Last Podcast in the Garage. I am your host, John Quackenbush. And with me today is my good buddy, Christian, who is the best hugger
Oh,
I've ever
that's
had.
a good. That's
Best hugger I've ever had. And
true.
I am Diego Gallego.
and also with me is my younger brother, Ryan, the butt of all jokes.
Walked into that last one. Oh, that theme song. Man, that is so good.
Appreciate that.
Not in a good way. Like, I wouldn't want to buy it.
Like, I can't believe you put your name on
a
that.
killer opener on
You
the
said
album.
you listened to it 40 times in a row. Name another song you listened to 40 times in a row.
Everybody Hurts by R.E.M. It was a bad day.
The girlfriend broke up
It
with
was
me.
a bad day. Speaking of my favorite places to cry. Everywhere.
So, thank you for joining us, everybody. And maybe we should just start out with like the highlight of our week. What is, looking back on this past week, what stands out to you guys as the highlight of it? If you could pick one.
He didn't hear me when I said.
I don't. You don't need to say the podcast.
I was
going to say, this
is it right now. This is my highlight. I've been out of the house. This is great. I would say we're putting together Stella's birthday party, and it's coming together very nicely.
I can't wait,
Dude, it's gonna be legit. Like I'm not like I kind of went overboard, but like in a good way. But I think it's gonna be appreciated. So it's gonna be a hit.
That's why he's the best dad.
She's pumped, bro. I mean, there's black lights. I'm DJing it. I made a playlist. I have the. I got all of that shit. It is gonna be, yeah, boy. It's gonna be a lot of that.
What is the name of that sound? That's got to have a name.
Bullhorn?
Right?
Just air horn. Air horn.
Well, I didn't know if it had.
Foghorn, leghorn? No. That's a person. I know.
Well, he's actually a chicken, but
I was dating myself on that one.
rooster.
I say.
What about you, Rye? This is like the highlight of your week.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
So
check your calendar.
Scroll through your phone, find your favorite meme of the week, and then that's.
No, I know I had some. Well, I don't know. I had it was a lot of fun watching all the little cousins beating the crap out of Uncle John. That was a good one.
That was today.
But I gotta think. Every time that I get to, so Luna rides the bus to school on days.
Mm-hmm.
But when she doesn't ride the bus and I get to drive her, I really enjoy that because we usually get there about 10 minutes early, and we can sit in my car and just kind of hang out and watch a YouTube video, Bluey or something, and just chill. And I really enjoy those mornings. It's a great start to my day.
Yeah, when you're not rushed and you get to. Spend some
Yeah,
time
that's
with
nice.
Just get to chill. Just get to sit with her for a minute and talk to her. And she lost a tooth, and that was like she lost her big front tooth, and she looks really cute. And yeah, so that was actually no. You know what? That's what it was. It was her coming home off the bus with this giant tooth necklace because it fell out when she was in school. Finally,
They made it into a necklace?
No, they put it in like a little plastic.
Oh my god!
Let's make a crown out of the teeth.
This isn't scary.
Is her other front tooth loose? Don't you lose them like most people lose them? Like
She lost a bottom tooth. Now she lost the top one. Who knows when the next one's going to
I seem to remember losing both my front teeth relatively short order. Like there was a gap there.
Said the wrong thing to the wrong guy.
Yeah. Knuckle sandwich.
Be vulnerable. What about you?
For my highlight of my week, probably getting clean bill of health for my colonoscopy.
That's a huge one.
Yeah, it was
I liked it.
yeah, an irrational fear. You know, I don't even have irrational fear. Just
Yeah, mortality can do that to
mortality. You know, what if they find something? You know, that sort of thing. I tend to worry
you.
about
Size
that
of
shit.
that turd. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That don't look right.
You eating a lot of bran muffins, son?
It's purple.
Oh.
That's because of all the popsicles. Red number 40. Okay. Maybe we should
Cut that
transition
out,
from
Pascal.
that and ask one of the serious questions.
No, I'm
that
not answering another one of those.
podcast is known for. And Christian, what piece of art left a lasting impression on you?
The last piece of art that left a lasting impression on me.
Spider-Man issue number 1.
No, the movie.
Action Comics.
No, it was an article that I saw recently where a guy he sold. I don't even remember. It was a ridiculous amount of money, and he sold 2 paintings at this museum. And it was the piece was called "Take the Money and Run," and it was a blank canvas.
What?
And somebody bought it, both of them, for like a ridiculous amount of money. And I was like, and so it made me laugh. So that left an impression like you can literally do whatever you want, and someone's gonna buy it because it's the artsy thing to do. I guess I don't know.
The bravado that it takes to be like, no, this is art.
It's like the equivalent of like the banana with the tape on it on the wall. That was like a ridiculous amount of money. Same thing. So yeah.
I was just really hungry.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
I mean, who doesn't like a good banana?
delicious.
You're not a banana guy,
I
Ryan?
don't like bananas.
Why?
Oh
I
yeah,
never
we
have.
talked about
I don't
this.
like the flavor. I don't like the texture, and the smell is suntan lotion.
Oh,
No, that's coconut.
yeah. Not even.
Banana boat?
Yeah, it smells like
No,
coconut.
banana boat is banana.
Hawaiian.
Bro.
Think about Hawaiian tropics.
Yes.
My bad.
They have a banana scented
Yeah.
suntan lotion.
Banana boat. That's literally the brand.
I just thought it was.
That's the only thing that
the name of like the
that's
raft,
only
that
thing
little
Mom
shape
used
shaped
to
like a
grab.
banana.
That's what Mom used to buy when we were kids and in high school. So
I don't remember banana boat.
banana boat says Sand Island to me.
There you go. So banana runts, you're not eating them. You're flicking them out.
Those are the worst of the worst.
They are pretty bad. They don't taste like banana.
What's your favorite runt?
Anyone
You
that's
have
red.
strawberry ones?
Yeah.
Lime.
You're you're the lime guy?
I like the lime ones. Yeah.
See, I don't mind the lime until you bite it, and it's just like the lime just turns to powder instantly, like in a way that the other ones didn't.
I used to crush it and snort it.
Not surprised.
Your sweatshirt's blue? Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a black sweatshirt.
Brendan is wearing a blue sweatshirt. He's off camera.
Blue extraterrestrial ET sweatshirt.
Yeah, I just got it from Orlando, and it's already like falling apart.
They don't
Like,
make
look
them
at
like
that.
they used to.
Not in
that.
Orlando.
Look at that.
It is what it is.
If you bought it in Sarasota, you would have been all right.
It is what it is, though. You know? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Roll my eyes. Okay. Ryan, did you have a piece of art that left a lasting impression on you?
Not really.
No? Nothing?
I've been no. I mean, maybe some books, probably some movies that I've seen.
What about the last 2 lines in
No, I'm not spoiling it for anybody who's going to read the.
No, I'm not saying to say it out loud.
Good for
but
you.
Because it wouldn't make sense if I did.
Is it like in a weird alien language?
No,
Okay.
no, but there is. But no. This is it's a quote from a character that doesn't make sense until you've read and just it encapsulates.
It wraps it up nicely, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
But it made a
Yes.
lasting impression on you.
All right, you know what? The entire Wheel of Time series, yeah, that one, yeah. But in terms of, but that's I've read the entire series like 8-9 times now. So, I don't know. I mean, there's got to be record. You know, I don't know. Come back to me on that one. That one's deep.
Thank you.
Circle back.
Yeah. I don't like art, so I don't have an answer for it. I would say I got this painting. I found it when I was in Syracuse. Somebody left it on a trash day.
One man's junk. Another
That
man.
one?
Yeah.
I love that one.
And I always thought that was the coolest thing.
It's pretty legit.
You know? We get a picture of it, take a picture of it for Pascal. Somebody was just throwing out a painting. And I was like, you know what? I'm taking that painting. I don't have any other
so-
actual paintings,
So you know that's funny.
you know?
I would print like tons of like my photos and I put them on canvas.
Oh, that's
And then
cool.
before I left San Diego, I just put them in random
San Diego?
San Diego, Whale's vagina. I would. It's a movie quote. I'm not being gross.
What movie?
Anchorman. Google it. Check that out.
Constitution's an old wooden ship.
Will Smith was in there, right?
Yeah. Yep.
He was.
Will Ferrell.
Oh.
I know what he meant.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like Smith.
Will Smith was in the sequel then.
No,
No, Will Ferrell.
No,
Still Will
wasn't Will Smith in like the big battle scene?
Yeah.
The first one had who did the first one have? It had
Vince Vaughn. No,
there was more. It was Vince Vaughn.
The guy
Johnny
from
loves Chachi.
Shawshank Redemption.
Owen Wilson. Not Owen Wilson. The other Wilson.
Luke Wilson.
Luke Wilson.
And then the super famous guy that I can't think of, Dodgeball.
To Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller. Yep, he was in there.
Not in the face.
Joni loves Chachi.
Telemundo.
Will Smith's in it.
In the first one.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Anchorman 2, actually.
Now, almost 50% nailed it.
But anyway, I would leave like my stuff in random places so that someone would find it and be like, "Oh, this is cool." So I
Yeah.
was like,
Oh, so you were just like
I did it on purpose.
Christian Appleseed, like you leave random canvas prints laying around?
Well, I didn't want to have to take them with me, and then I was like, you know what? If someone walked, I put a lot of them in the alleyway behind my house. Did a lot of that, dude. Because like if you're a kid and you're walking around and you're like, I can't afford art, but this is like legit, and then that brings somebody like a little bit of happiness.
What a cool thing to do.
And I was like, that's legit. Let's do that.
People don't do that enough. You know? Who's got time to make art? I don't have time.
I definitely don't.
I wish I did. You know, starting to oil paint has been on my bucket list for the longest time. You know, it's like one of those things that I think I could be good at if I just gave it some time. You know, do you guys have any skills like that where you think if you just devoted a little bit of time to, you'd actually be good at it? Is there anything?
I mean, everything. If I had time to devote to anything, I could be good at stuff.
You think so?
Hygiene.
I actually kind of find that surprising.
You find that surprising?
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys want to unpack that or?
No, I don't think you can comprehend the human brain.
I'm gonna say throw pottery. I want to like a spin. Like is it? It's
Way to
called,
bring
it's
it
called-
back.
No problem.
How well can the
in
human
an
brain?
audio medium, you're trying to show the audience
No one can see me.
with your feet below
He's like,
the
is he trying to
table.
DJ?
You gotta.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, do this right.
Can you
here.
play- can you
Yeah,
play-
when you know you're like?
Can you
really
play? Can you
you-
show like
with
the
both
clip of
hands,
Ghost right
you know?
here?
Oh, pottery with the wheel.
Yes.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Yeah, his foot
Yeah,
was
no one
supposed to be
saw this.
doing the machine that spins it.
hitting the pedal to the metal.
Molly, can you hear me?
Is that Ghost?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite movie?
Oh no.
It's up there, right?
Yeah.
I think we're talking about like when's the last time you cried? Probably was like
Roadhouse.
the remake with Jake
The
Gyllenhaal.
reboot, yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. Have you guys seen that?
I saw it. Yeah,
Was it good?
yeah.
Was it what you
I think I
expected?
watched like a clip of him being like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" It's like you're fucking Jake Gyllenhaal. Like what? What are you gonna do?
I think he's not a bad actor.
He's not a bad actor, but he's like the least threatening actor I've ever seen.
He's pretty good in Southpaw.
Oh,
I haven't seen Southpaw.
Jarheads.
I haven't seen Jarheads, but I
Surprised I
think
remember that.
he's a pretty good actor. You know, I enjoy him.
He was good in the Spider-Man movie. It's fun. He was. It's good. I don't like Conor McGregor. I was like, I can't watch this. I can't
Yeah, he's
stand this
kind of.
dude.
He basically was himself.
Connor playing Connor.
He was in Spider-Man.
Jake Gyllenhaal was.
Oh, what about Conor McGregor?
He was in Roadhouse.
Oh,
Roadkill.
He was in Roadkill.
Meh. Yeah, so I would throw pottery. I think that would be super fun. Speaking of, have you seen the dude that has he has like a huge space like this, and he hangs something from the top and he puts paint and he has like a huge canvas. And then
Yeah.
he just throws it. I would love if I had the space for that.
That'd be
I would
fun.
Loved it. That'd be so fun because it's basically like a giant spiral. You just
I like how like
So crazy.
He like hangs upside down like from a
Yes.
trapeze and does it.
yeah, he's
he-
dedicated.
Yeah.
You guys imagine trying to have the conversation with our wives to justify
I would
that?
dedicate the garage.
Babe, no, this is a good idea. Why are you're hanging upside down? Yes. Just follow me on this vision.
It'd be funny if like one of them he like slipped off and it's like his body.
Oh!
It's
My
not-
place to cry.
Slowly limp
What do
off.
you think about this art?
This wasn't a support beam.
This is not fun.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's pretty rad.
What a mess,
I
though.
love watching that.
You're not getting your security deposit
That's
back.
it.
He makes so much money. It's ridiculous. And I was like,
Or he doesn't.
damn. No, I've seen what he sells them for.
But have you seen who buys them?
I
What if he's just got a giant pile? He's just getting bigger and bigger.
Like me, he's like, I'm putting him in the alleyway because I don't want him anymore.
that was an original right there.
Yeah. Boom.
Duck face.
yeah, Christian, I think you'd be really good at hanging upside down and throwing paint on things.
I'm pretty sure my back would give out.
Maybe you don't have to hang upside
No,
down.
you guys have to come check it like at least every other day to
It's
make sure
good
I'm
for
not
spinal
dead.
decompression, I heard, right?
A tweeter's hang up, yeah.
A what?
You don't remember like the old guy? I feel great. He had like that thing where he like it's like a big plank. You stand on it and then you hit the latch and it goes, foop.
I've seen
You know what I'm
that,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah,
I do.
It's a tweeter's hang up.
I didn't know the
I
name.
think
of
that's
it.
what
Brendan knew
called,
right
yeah.
away.
We had him at the gym. They use them all the time.
Yeah, good spinal decompression.
Instantly.
I could use that right now.
Well, here at the Garage Podcast, Humanity's Last Podcast, I think
Like and subscribe.
if Tweeters wants to be a sponsor, we will gladly accept
We can just do one whole episode upside down.
the inverted episode.
Yes.
I love it.
There's something to that.
Eh?
You know what? I just wonder if it's a good way to tap into something because in Empire Strikes Back, when Luke was out looking for life on the planet of Hoth with Han Solo,
It's cold out here,
he wanted to go check out a meteor strike to hit by it, and then just what was the name of that big? What is
Tauntaun.
No, the Tauntaun was what he was riding. What was the name of the beast?
Jesus.
Bro.
Yeah, they hit him in the face, put him in the ice, and he was upside down. He was upside down. It was the first time he was able to use the Force. Maybe there's something to that.
Flowed through him.
That was the first time?
Did you know?
Other than shooting, but he kind of lucked out there, I think.
Did you know that he got into like a really bad accident? And
Yeah, that's why they did that. He got into a
Yeah,
car accident before.
That's
the
why they had
shooting.
to. Yeah, that's why they had to do that.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, his face was all messed up, and he's like, I don't know what's gonna happen. And then they wrote it in and until his face healed.
Blah.
Yeah,
It's a wampa, by the way.
there you go.
That was the one. That's right. I knew
Wampa.
that. I knew
Womp
that.
womp.
Wampa.
Yeah, I forgot it.
That's why he was so mad. What am I called?
Womp.
Wampa.
He looks like a really.
My name's Gary.
Yeah.
He's like the angry version of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Yeah,
Reindeer.
yeah. He's a,
Raw.
He's probably hungry, man. There's no other life on that planet, and he's just grumpy. He's alone. He doesn't know how to make friends, so he just hits the first person he sees.
maybe he was trying to hug him.
Lowen does that. My kid does that all the time. So excited to see another kid, they just run up and hit him.
I like you.
Yeah, I get it.
Love tap.
Matter of fact, when we were at the Sky Zone today, birthday party for
The other day.
Someday recently. 3 weeks ago.
There was some time recently where we were
sometimes
here.
recently in the Wayback Machine. 2 minutes in, Lowen, just the first kid they see, they run up and slap him on the back. And the kid starts crying. And then Lowen runs over to me like it was like the happiest thing that they had done. And I'm like sitting there like looking at the mom. I'm like, I'm kind of sorry about that. I don't think Lowen, they were just excited. They didn't know any better.
It's his love language.
Yeah.
Touch.
Well, we're learning.
Hard.
We're learning boundaries.
Like and subscribe.
Yep. Comment below people who you'd like to slap on the back. You. You. Hey, what is an achievement that you have that you're really proud of, but really nobody knows about? You guys want to talk about that now? Do you have anything you kind
Yeah.
of?
Brag about something.
Yeah, brag. Here's the forum. Brag. Let's hear.
Something nobody really knows about?
Nobody has any idea because you know what? You've been so humble in the past, but now it's your time to toot your own horn.
Not
Okay,
really.
I'll get the ball rolling.
There
on
we go.
this.
There we go.
Good. Talk about yourself. Everybody really wants to hear
It's
this.
an achievement.
Quiet, guys. John did something cool.
I beat Elden Ring. I was gonna say Elder Scrolls.
I was expecting something more magnanimous than that. Is that a big deal?
It's a Dark Souls game. It's really, really hard. I beat it.
Yeah, man.
I did. And you know what? I didn't tell anybody.
Didn't post it on my
I didn't
socials.
post it on social media or anything.
Why not? Why didn't you tell more
It
people?
was the hardest gaming thing I've ever done.
It was more difficult than beating Zelda a second time?
Yeah. All timing. All
Oof.
timing. You die 1,000 times.
You die 1,000
Did you ever beat
deaths.
Kid Icarus?
I haven't beat Kid Icarus. That would be the answer.
Did you meet Metroid without using the Justin Bailey code?
Yeah, I beat Metroid.
Without using the Justin Bailey code?
Yeah,
No.
probably not. But you know, because
You need a liar button. Liar.
I had to think about that because I know I beat it. I don't think
You're a fibber.
I did without the code.
Lies. There you go.
I didn't have the benefit of the internet, so I didn't know where things were. And then you only have so much energy, and you have to kill yourself to get the code
You didn't buy
in
a
order
Wizard
to continue.
magazine?
So no, I probably didn't.
Beating Goonies 2?
I didn't beat Goonies too.
No.
I had no idea. Half the time, you didn't even know where I was going.
You're going to knock. Just knock the wall right
You go in
here.
the door, you don't know where it's going.
Here's a safe. Did you watch the Angry Video Game Nerd episode about that?
No, probably.
AVG. Did you ever watch AVGN?
No.
Angry Video Game Nerd?
Classic early
Oh,
internet.
he's so good. He's still doing it, but his earlier ones are the better ones,
Yeah.
obviously. But yeah, he's like a dude who like reviews video games that's made him angry over the years.
That sounds great.
It's so good.
It's like bubble.
Oh, he's got so many.
He probably had one on Bubble Bobble too.
He probably did.
But yeah, Goonies 2 was notoriously hard. That's one of my favorite Nintendo games. As hard as it was just fun.
That
to
was
run
one of
around.
your favorite Nintendo games, really?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Nintendo, there aren't like a lot of really good games on the Nintendo. There is so much garbage.
I mean, there is a lot of trash.
It's like an ocean. It's like an ocean of garbage, and then there's probably like 24 like really excellent games that I would still play.
NES Play Action.
No, that didn't hold up.
That's a piece of shit.
It's not a piece of shit, but
Powerball.
I would rather play Tecmo Bowl
That's a classic.
or Super Tecmo
Blades
Bowl.
of Glory. Blades of Steel.
I
Blades of
preferred
Steel.
Jordan versus Bird.
I preferred the original ice hockey where like the fat guy, the skinny guy, and the medium.
That's the Blades of Steel.
No, Blades of Steel was Konami.
Ooh.
That's true. It wasn't the same. Oh no, you're right. You're right.
Ice hockey was like the
Yes,
action
fat,
series,
Fat, medium, and the
Yeah.
fat guy was just like the enforcer, and the skinny
Yeah.
guy was really fast.
really fast.
We used to play golf, Nintendo golf, in Uncle Andy's room.
I remember that.
Remember?
Did you guys have the Wii?
No.
Oh, dude. So I had the Wii, and then it was a good way to get my family like involved. And so my mom, who's like, she got us a Nintendo, but she like fought it forever when we were little. She's like, no, because all you do is play video games, and it's gonna rot your brain. And I loved video games.
Your brain has been rotted.
It's too late now, huh? But we started playing like Wii bowling, and she goes, "Oh, this is kind of cool." I'm like, "Look, Mom, you get up and you move." Dude, my mom is an ace. An ace. She got a turkey. She goes, "What does that mean?" I'm like, she beat me 7 out of the 10 games that we played. I couldn't even move. I was like, I can't even play. My arm was like, I can't play anymore.
You're done.
And she goes, "That was fun." What else? The Wii tennis. She was killing me. And I'm like, "You are like, what's it called? No, you're not an ace. What is it?
I think Ace is probably pretty. Ringer?
A ringer, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a ringer. But so I learned then that my mom was a ringer for almost any game. So when I had my house in San Diego, I would have parties and I'd have people come over, friends from work.
You place your bets.
We would do beer pong in the back, and my mom. And so in Colombia, there's a lot of games that are like, one of them is called Sapo, and it's like a ring toss game where you have to make it into the frog's mouth. So games and drinking in like my culture is very like synonymous. They always go together. And so my mom was like, "Beer pong, what's this?" And so I tried explaining it to her, the rules. She's like, "Cool." And my mom was sinking. And she'd always be my partner. She's like, "I'll play with you." And we were playing, boom, and we kept playing. And then one day my mom was like, "Let's play with Jack." And I was like, "I don't want to die."
Jack Daniels?
Yes. And I was like, "I don't want to die."
Oh.
Yeah, I was like literally, I was like, "Mom, you're a gangster. That is crazy." And she goes, "No, it'll be fun." And I was like, "Nah, I don't like that. I'll play with beer." We played. Dude, I have pictures of my mom up on a brick wall, like, "Champion!" And oh my God, my mom's gonna fall back into the neighbor's yard. I'm gonna have to, she's gonna be unconscious.
That's awesome.
She started a cake fight for months. There was like cake on the ceiling. Like I had to found sprinkles everywhere. But she was really good at games, and I had no idea that like my mom was
Is
so
she a
good
trash
at,
talker?
Nah, after a while, yeah, when she's doing really, really well, she would just like do like a little happy dance and like that's about it.
You know,
she's a ringer.
beer pong is a fun drinking
Beer
game.
pong is so fun.
I always enjoyed playing that.
That's great. It's a great game. It's one of my favorites.
Well, Ryan, do you ever what's your favorite drinking game if you ever played?
Flip cup.
No, not Flip Cup.
You gotta have that.
We play beer pong and stuff, but
Film.
honestly, like I'm trying to think. The most fun we used to have would be like playing it.
That's a good one.
But I don't remember the rules anymore. But I remember I used to really have a lot of fun doing that.
Brendan, you want to look up the rules?
Well, everybody played it different. There was like double twos were wild, double threes were wild, and
I do remember that.
And I don't remember. I'm trying to remember everything else that happened, like how, like what were the rules to begin with? Like, did you just throw a higher card than the person before?
Did you have to be an asshole to play?
No, but how did you decide who was going to be the first asshole? Like, I don't remember.
I mean, I could.
It's been a while. It's been 20-something years, but that was probably it. Now
Podcast episode, we're playing.
and now there's
Yes.
I think we should really drink too. That'd be fun.
I mean, we're gonna have to have sleeping bags here because no one's going home.
Oh yeah, sleepover.
Slumber party. Oh,
It gets really cold in here, and there's mice.
Well, now I'm super excited about that.
That's all right. We can eat them.
If you get hungry, yeah.
And there's mice.
Take these chances.
I think Brendan's going to chime in here with the rules for alcohol.
Kind of. This is just so you can see. Like,
Canadian-
these are the rules to alcohol.
Jesus.
Okay, so you can't have a quick summary.
But
though.
very quick, the basic gist is what it seems is you put down a card, and then the next person in line has to put down a card number higher than the number that you put down.
Yep.
So you have 2 turns. You can put down a card that's higher, not equal, or you can skip your turn.
What happens if you put down an equal? You're just not allowed?
You're just not allowed to.
Okay.
So you have to put a card that's
What
higher.
wasn't there suits in it? Like a suit? Like if you did the same suit or something like that? I don't know. But every house played something different. Like Johnstown had
Yeah, but the
different
rules were so simple from what why can't I remember them?
That's what I mean.
Because you played too much.
So then that round will end when everybody has to pass repeatedly, or a 2 is played.
2.
And that clears the
I
table.
guess
That
two,
clears.
yeah, 2 clears.
It's all coming back.
And then for the drinking aspect, apparently there's if you win, you become the president. If you're the second one out, you're the vice president.
And then you can
blah,
tell
blah,
people to drink.
You make
Yes,
you
yeah,
make,
the
you
president
make, you
can
make
make
rules.
You
any
can tell them to
player
do
drink
anything.
at any time.
You can't
no
say
one
drink,
may
drink,
make the
drive.
president drink but themselves. The president is the first player to start each round. That's the benefit of power. And the president should never have to refill their own beer.
Oh my God, I remember.
VP can make any player drink any time except the president. Only the president or themselves can make the VP drink. And the VP goes second in each round.
Drink, Pence.
Everybody else is normal people. These people can make each other drink as well as the alcohol. They play in the order that they finished for the previous round. First normal out follows the VP. I don't know what's happening with my mic. I apologize. Second normal out follows first, and then the alcohol. This player has to do all of the dealing of cards, all of the sweeping of cards, and cannot make any other player drink. They play last in each round.
Oof.
Pretty much.
But isn't there like one thing that the asshole can do, like thumb on a table or something? Like what is that? Like if
It depends if you make the rules.
House rules.
Yeah.
well, like if
drink,
puts a thumb on the
drunk,
table and the last person.
There's
yeah.
a social where everybody can drink.
That sounds great.
And that was, there was a specific card where if you threw that was a social.
This
Yeah.
absolutely sounds like a drinking game.
Love it.
You should be able to do it by rote. Just like, okay, here we go. And there was, what's the rules here? What's your special rule? Okay. You will play 2s and 3s wild. Okay.
I don't
What-
see
what are the
anything
house
about
rules?
thumbs.
There's
I
Amsterdam
think
rule
that's,
right there.
I think that's just one of there's the thumb rule. There's you can't say drink, or drunk. You have to cheer. You have to cheers before you drink your drink.
we used to do weird rules for the asshole. Like they have to sing. you got to sing what you say.
That's horrible. I got to.
It sounds like a rule you
And
made up.
if you don't, you have to drink. Like stuff like that.
Oh no.
I saw people. I saw one of my buddies got in a fist fight in that game.
For what?
Somebody was just being. And some people take it so serious. It's just a game to be goofy.
Drink, Dave, drink. You suck. Fuck you, man. You suck.
Get your goddamn thumb on the table. Okay, well,
She wakes up.
now that we took that trip down memory lane and that
Memory lane.
memory lane and that fuzzy recollection
Memories
from the corner of my mind.
of the way we were.
If you could call your
Mute me.
past or your future self and talk to him for 20 seconds, talk to yourself for 20 seconds. What
the
advice?
future?
How
Well, you
past?
past or future.
How far in the past?
Doesn't matter. Whatever you want. Whenever.
20-year-old me, dude, buy Pixar stock. Buy it right now. Buy it right now. However much, cash in your
So
college
Pixar
savings.
is where you're going?
Cash in your college
You're
savings.
not going into Apple,
Google?
Google.
Amazon?
20-year-old me could buy a stock when Apple was buyable. No.
Coca-Cola.
You know the craziest part? Pop had a bunch of Pixar stock.
Did he?
And he panicked and sold it.
No.
Never panic, so.
Toy Story 3. I talk to future self and get lotto numbers.
And I
That's
said,
smart. I don't think I'd call my
you'd be Biff Tannen. We're all going to be Biff Tannen is
Yeah.
really what this is in some form.
I would not call my past self. I feel like the butterfly flaps its wings. Like if I call myself at 20, that would change like the course of my life, and then
You'd
be a different person.
You'd call yourself at 20 just fart in the phone.
I probably would do that.
dork, and then hang up.
Wash
Who
your
was
hands.
that? It was
Yeah.
me.
Like I wouldn't do anything different up until like 2021. Like maybe 20. I would call myself like 3 years.
3 years ago?
Yeah. Once Lowen was born, at that point, like any decision, because every decision you make leads up to like that, and I wouldn't want to change that. So if I call myself in 2021, I could be like buy Nvidia stock, and then there you go, bing bang boom.
Bang, bang, boom, boom. Or you can call yourself a...
If I bought Nvidia stock, this podcast would be a lot cushier, right?
Yeah, we'd
have
actually
an actual
we'd have
studio.
benches with padding.
Yep.
Back support.
You can, well, if you bought the Pixar stock, just say, buy it and don't look at it again. For
Until
20
Forget
years.
it's a thing.
Forget it's there.
Yeah. Or no, here. Talk to my future past. Put mom on.
Put mom on.
Ma!
Buy Pixar stock. Buy Pixar stock.
Buy Pixar stock. Mom, this is me. Who? Me. Wait, no! Click.
Potato pancakes.
Right down the recipe.
Man, I really want your mom's potato pancakes.
I'll make it for you, bro.
All right, sweet.
Moms.
Mom, she
I
doesn't.
haven't seen your mom in like a year now.
She fries them in Crisco. That's the only.
I gotta
difference.
go.
Lard.
I gotta go see your mom.
She doesn't do lard. You can't find lard though.
I remember seeing it at the supermarket. You can probably get it at the farmer's market.
Why do you like look at you like? I remember seeing it. I saw it.
And Brendan worked at Price Chopper too, so I was making
did?
eye contact with him to see if maybe he saw it.
Confirm.
What do I do?
You worked at Price Chopper.
Yeah, I worked at Price Chopper for like 8 years.
Yeah.
Did you?
He
see,
wants to know if
did
you
ever
saw
see-
lard.
Did you see lard?
That would depend on what store you work at. Every store is different, right? So I worked at a
We
volume.
had it for a little bit. In
I worked
Gary
at
had it.
I worked at a volume 4, which was Loudonville or Loudon. They're the highest volume store. Then I went to a 1A, which was the lowest volume store, which was Waterville.
And then there was the Lansingburg Price Chopper, which was the scariest Price Chopper I've ever seen.
Yeah. That's closed down now. No,
I'm not surprised. I don't know how.
they probably had lard. They probably had bricks of it. Looks similar to what paraffin.
They're just passing it out when you walk in.
Here you go.
You get a brick.
You get a brick, and you get a brick.
Put it in your pocket.
Don't leave it in your car though; it'll melt.
I like beef tallow. That's what I like.
I bet you. I don't know if you. I mean, maybe you could cook a potato pancake and beef tallow.
Or duck fat.
Duck fat.
Duck fat. Duck fat.
Epic.
Duck fat.
Duck
hey,
fat.
look. Duck fat
Like and subscribe.
makes the best
circle.
French fries
Does.
I've ever had.
Duck fat.
Comment below if you like duck fat.
Duck fat.
Like and subscribe.
That's what Matt Damon's character in the South Park movie should have said. Duck fat.
Check that out.
Check
that
that
shit out. You know what's funny is that's a callback from a previous episode.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Duck fat.
Remember how much fun we had talking about that?
We weren't sitting in the same spots, but it was close.
We weren't wearing the same shirts. These are different shirts,
Different day.
different day, same people.
Duck fat.
Duck fat.
Guys, don't ruin it. Come on. Don't break the glass. All right? Don't peek behind the curtain
Don't-
right now.
Don't break the fourth wall.
You guys
Pascal,
are,
edit
We're making
this.
sausage
Yeah,
here.
take it
you guys are looking behind the curtain here.
Like and subscribe.
What's your next question?
Within, I guess we're a friend group.
Oh, funny thing. Do
Technically,
you know
we're
that I didn't know Jed's name wasn't Jed until I was like 20-something years old? I was probably 21 when I
I found out at his wedding.
At his
Did you
wedding?
really?
Yeah, when they would call him John Edward. And I was like, it's John.
John Edward.
I remember.
John Edward.
I remember.
Edward. That's where it
Yeah.
that's where Jed comes
J.
from.
Ed. John
Yeah.
Edward.
Oh,
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's Johnny Allen and Johnny Edward.
Plot twist.
John Ed. Jed.
dang.
Learned that in Colorado.
You are today years old.
That just blew my mind.
I left him a message and it said, it was like,
Jedward.
Yeah, no, it was Jonathan Edward. I'm all, who's that? I'm like, did I get the wrong number? I'm like, I'm looking for Jed. And then,
You know, that's
and
really-
then it's because he was at good dental school, and then his full name has to be legal name has to be on it.
I'm
And I
a
was
big
like, I don't
fan
like this.
generally of like contracting words and like combining them and make it easy.
Why say more when fewer words do?
Exactly. It can be funny to do it. You know, if somebody says something, you combine the words and it's not really a word. Now it's a word and it's funny.
I didn't listen to any of
For
that.
example,
Jedward. That hurts. That hurts.
What
I still can't think of something that I'm proud of that I did this week.
Oh, thank God we moved on from that because it's like John's like, I beat this game. And I was like,
No, that was the accomplishment that nobody knew about.
I mean,
What I was
that's-
happy about this week was getting past my colonoscopy.
I get that. That deserves that. That deserves some.
I was this close to doing a Quack Pack review of the
drugs.
medication, and I had filmed, the preamble and
Get it? Well, you should
the taking of the pills, and then immediately I was like when the first hurricane hit, I was like, nope.
I don't know. You sent us a pretty
yeah, that was funny.
great video. I'm gonna go take a nap now. I'm gonna go nap now.
I was a little high when that was like the drugs from the.
Guys, I feel great.
I feel
fantastic.
pretty clumsy.
Yeah.
Go nap now.
I'm not generally funny. It's not. Every once in a while I'll say something that's funny, but I'm just not a funny. Ryan's a funny guy, but that might have been the funniest I think I've ever been.
I
in
go
my life.
nap now. And here's 12 seconds of my 30-second video just ripping on my brother out of the blue.
Right. My mom said I have a Bobo named Ryan.
Go nap now. Here's the thing. I watched it. I'm like, how did he drive home?
You drove home?
like that?
No.
No, I said it to my mom, and she goes, "He didn't drive, Ryan."
Isn't there like a rule?
You
like,
drove?
They tell you have to bring somebody.
That story's never. No. Jeez Louise.
There's no way I was driving. I don't even remember getting home.
You got home.
I
You
got
remember
home.
texting us? That was the funny part. I don't remember doing that. I was like, what?
He's still going. He's still going.
I got real nervous when you guys you guys sent me pictures, and I was like, yes, what pictures?
Look at my phone.
Hey, there it is.
Oh shit!
There's the camera up in there.
It's a reenactment.
It's my holiday cards this year.
Zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out.
Clear bill of health.
Nothing to see here.
Let me try this angle. Franks and beans.
But anyway, that's what I was looking. That's what I was happy about this week.
I mean, it's a good thing that we can joke about it. Because if it was horrible news, this would not be
Oh
funny.
man, I probably would have canceled the podcast.
No podcast.
Guys, no podcast this week.
podcast.
I've had a bad week.
Like and subscribe.
Comment below if you've had a good week or a bad week and you want to talk about it.
Hey, comment below if you had a colonoscopy this week. Did you send any pictures or text to your friends? What were their reactions? We want to know. Here's a word from our sponsors.
So, you know what? That'd be a question that I would probably give a 10 out of 10 to. I never got to answer that question. I don't know if it was on the previous podcast or what. It's like, what's something you gave a 10 out of 10 to?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we stopped on fresh cut French fries. You guys didn't answer at all.
I mean, how could you go past 10 out of 10 for fresh cut French fries?
That's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Good colonoscopy
Oh, you know who's got
results.
the best French fries? No, I know who's got the best fresh cut French fries. CNR. CNR restaurant, borderline of Galway and Saratoga up on Route 29. Best. That was actually, speaking of Jed, that was his first job.
Jedward?
Jedward. Dr. Jedward.
Hashtag.
Damn it. I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor, damn it.
Wait, aren't you a dentist?
Man, you're never getting your teeth pulled now.
Why?
I just want to let you know, we also had a conversation yesterday. Or no, it was at the party. I said I would chip on a plane ticket to get you to go down to Oklahoma if you were going to film it for Quack Pack and have your dental procedure done by Jed.
Jed wouldn't show up and do it. He wouldn't do it.
Oh, come on, Jed.
It's a flake.
Come on.
This is good content.
Biggest flake I know.
You know,
Jed
you should
would-
actually fly here and sit in this podcast
You should.
sometime.
This is where we should do it. But take us to
It'd be good
Coke
exposure.
bottle. Just hold them down.
Guys, I just got a text from my dad. Sorry to interrupt. He went out to dinner with.
Is he watching the live stream?
No, but he went out to dinner. He said we should live stream this.
Ask him where his favorite place to cry is.
All right, I'll ask him. But he just said that they went out to dinner. It was him, my mother.
Went up my nose.
Seltzer.
They went out to dinner.
Tingles.
And this is what he just said. They went out with some friends, Danny and Mary Ellen Waltersdorf. I don't know if you know.
It's a great name.
Nice. Danny played at the QVC. He was on my dad's team.
Good
when
guy.
we were out to eat, this lady at the table next to us was shit-faced and fell off her chair and was pinned against the wall. It was awesome. I tried to discreetly take a pic for you, but couldn't get one.
Help!
Thanks, Bob.
Help
The
me!
best, Bob.
He's just ignoring her.
Help me!
She got pinned against the wall. It was
That means
awesome.
that like her feet were like,
I have no idea.
oh man,
Like a turtle, like flipped on its
yeah,
back.
it's like off the seat, legs up in the air.
That was like Carrie's wedding. That was my mom and Mary at Carrie's wedding.
That was all of us at Gary's wedding.
They were early.
Gary.
Brendan with the Coronas.
Johnny doing Patron shots and passing them out to everybody.
Marco slapping the horse.
You did that, Marco.
Marco slapped a police horse.
A police horse.
I thought you guys were kidding.
No.
No.
That's a true
Butter
story.
nuts.
That's
No,
a
did he
true- that's a
really?
true
I don't think
story.
we're allowed to talk about this.
I
on the
wasn't
podcast.
even
Allegedly,
drunk.
allegedly,
Oh.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I wasn't even
Allegedly.
drunk.
allegedly.
Yes, you were.
Hypothetically speaking. 10 out of 10. The churro sundae at
Oh.
That
sounds
Sabores
good.
Aztecas. That was really good. That was a 10. I was like, oh damn, this tastes like home.
For all you white people, that's Sabores Azteca in Clifton Park.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you for translating.
Is that something that's on the menu all the time?
yes.
Because I
They, I
could
mean,
go
they
for-
had all the drinks, and I was like, "You have Jamaica?" And they're like, "Yeah." They looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, "Why wouldn't we?" I'm like, "Oh."
All right, let's
The
see how
other
this
place
works.
didn't.
Basil Hayden. I was hoping that it would manifest some Sundays.
Ooh, throwback.
Call back.
Pascal,
Alright.
can you edit in some Sundays?
Yeah.
Please? Also, I apologize for how many times I said like and subscribe. I said it one time,
Like and subscribe.
and now he won't fucking stop.
You said to say it.
You
Subscribe
unleashed the
and like.
beast.
In case you haven't yet,
Like and subscribe.
a little ASMR right there.
And the weather now is windy, 32 degrees. Tomorrow will be a high of 52, low of 27. Like and subscribe.
Bob says favorite place to cry is looking in a mirror or. Bob's favorite place to cry is two places, one of which is inappropriate. When I'm looking in a mirror or in mom's bosom.
Oh,
Thanks,
that's
Dad.
thoughtful.
Thanks, Dad.
Damn.
Thanks, Dad.
Should have just read the first one, bro.
Sorry, Bob.
No, respect. That's good. That's honest.
Like and subscribe.
Sorry, Kitty.
Okay, what's your next one? Can we just go like this and pick one?
Yeah.
Here we go. Check it out.
Oh, it's like spinning the globe.
Okay. What's a mistake you find yourself repeating, even though you know better?
Skip that.
That's a better question for my wife. What about?
We don't learn.
I was like,
It's
I
just
do a lot of things over and over. Again.
Repetitive mistake, one after another.
Yeah, my slice. Very
Yeah.
difficult to get rid of.
It's because your right elbow's flying out.
Oh, is that what it is?
I'm probably.
Thanks, John Daly.
If you knew you had 24 hours left to live, what would you do with that time?
Probably cry.
Well, it depends. It depends on why I have 24 hours. If it's a terminal illness, I probably would cry. If it's
find out about
if it's a meteor, I'd probably try to get right underneath the goddamn thing.
Whoa. I'm just going to go out and let it happen.
You're not a neutron star.
I'm just done now.
This is where I stake my claim.
And I'm going to tell somebody I don't like them.
I probably would have punched that if I knew it was 24 hours. I probably would have punched that guy today.
Get out of my face.
Just watching John get escorted out from Sky.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Take your Lewin for me. Oh, okay.
Oh, you better believe my camera would have been out for that immediately.
man.
Local band.
Not backing you up, but the camera's out.
Yeah.
Local band escorted, local curmudgeon escorted out of trampoline park.
It was a bloody
It
massacre.
was a bloody massacre. Grandfather, unbelievably dismayed. Doesn't understand.
Just minding my own
Just
business.
minding his own business. Like and subscribe.
I just see like right in the back. He deserved it.
He sucks, he sucks, he sucks, he sucks.
Get him out of here.
That was my first exposure to another parent who was just a head.
I mean, that sucked.
Yeah, that sucked.
I'm not going to go into great detail about what happened today, but I was just approached
The other day, sometime recently,
Yeah,
within the last few weeks.
the other day,
Allegedly.
the other day
Allegedly.
by someone, and they said something, and it made me upset, and they were just being mean, they came
Being a
at me,
big booger.
being at me with
Meanie
a booger
pants.
energy, just mean off the rip, and it didn't need it, and my reaction was
Justified.
muted but justified.
Local man escorted out of trampoline park.
Did you ever just want to sock somebody?
There's news that
Sock him in the kisser?
I was framed.
Okay, Ryan, did you answer the question about if you had 24 hours left to live?
No, you're the only one who answered, I think, so far. You would get underneath it.
Well, yeah, well, okay. If it was a meteor, I would.
All right, so so if it's a meteor,
Oh, I know what I would do.
What would you
what
do?
would you
I
do?
would take all my money out of the bank and just blow it.
Well, if it's the meteor, you're kind of screwed because, nobody cares at that point. Like, Walmart's closed.
And then it
I'm
misses.
not spending my money at
You know
Walmart.
what I mean? Like, everything's closed at that
I'm
point.
spending it at Stewie's Ice Cream. What are you talking
Oh,
about, dude?
don't even.
Just steal it.
Yeah, dude, just walk in,
Oh,
open
man.
up that thing with a spoon. Just get in there.
But what if you were the only one that knew?
Well, no,
You're an
what?
asshole
That there's
for
a
not telling me.
meteor?
Because
or
every
like-
time you're like Independence Day, there was like that one scientist running around like, "There's this thing coming. There's aliens and they're not friendly," and nobody's listening to him. You know,
Or is it like that Look Up movie where everybody's trying to say, "Hey,
Oh, I haven't seen that.
and nobody looks up.
did you know the premise of this?" Some
I
people
remember
dis-
then it came out when like the pandemic first started.
I don't know, dude. Some
Don't
people
ruin
discover, they discover a
No
meteor.
spoilers, no
the Earth
spoilers.
is going to get hit by a meteor.
I think it's political in nature, by the way.
And so they spend the entire movie trying to get people to understand that a meteor is going to hit, and nobody cares.
Yeah, that's the premise. Don't look up.
Don't look up.
Correct. Other people say look up.
But if you're going to get underneath it, you kind of have to look up because you got to know where to position yourself.
True.
Is it
Yeah,
gonna
you're
is
on
it gonna
team
matter? Because how big it is?
Well, you could stop it, right? I've seen Armageddon.
Very
I
good.
cried during Armageddon.
Just want to feel the power between my legs.
You could just Dragon Ball Z it.
Did you ever see the?
That wouldn't work. It's actually worse to blow up an asteroid.
Did you see the Ben Affleck commentary, the DVD
Yes.
commentary of that movie?
No.
Oh,
It's really
so
good.
good. He's like half in the bag and he's just trashing it through. It's hilarious.
Armageddon?
Yes. The movie's bad, dude. That movie's really bad.
Cried during that movie.
Well, now you know where you cried.
Ben
What
Affleck
was that
movies.
movie with Hillary Swank when the other disaster movie where she was like into the big drill and they're going to was it the core? Is that the name of the movie?
Oh, geez, where they have to drill down to the center of the earth or something
Yeah.
like that? Vaguely remember that. I don't think I saw the whole thing. I definitely didn't see the whole thing.
I cried. What? Comment below what your favorite disaster movie was,
And did you cry?
and did you cry?
Like and subscribe.
You guys want to give like top three, top four disaster movies?
Deep Impact. Outbreak.
Man of Steel.
Are you saying that just because it was a disaster?
It was a disaster, but like the end of the movie was pretty disastrous.
Was that the Ben Affleck Batman movie?
That was Batman v Superman. So Deep Impact. What was the other one?
Outbreak.
Oh, Outbreak. Interesting.
28 days later.
Dustin Hoffman.
Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, Googa.
That's a sample.
Oh yeah.
That was my
28 days later.
That was a really good movie.
then it's 28 weeks later, which is
That's
I haven't
coming out.
seen that one yet.
It's coming out.
That's out.
Not yet.
No, it's not. Is it?
Well, that's why you haven't seen it then.
I guess
Jesus.
that's right. Yeah.
I think that's gonna be
It's going to be a movie.
legit.
It'll be
It'll be a film, probably an hour and a half long.
yeah, that was a good one. You know what wasn't? What was the Brad Pitt zombie movie?
World War Z.
That movie's so stupid.
What about World War Z where they just like climb up and
Yeah, there's a giant wall. They're coming up.
Everybody-
Let's sing and dance. Let's sing and dance and just get over here. It's so stupid.
That was scary.
I thought you were gonna say I Am Legend.
Oh, no, that movie.
With Will Ferrell.
It was so bad it made me angry. I was angry.
Are you angry that they're making a sequel?
No, yeah, I'm even more angry about that, I guess. But no, the first hour of that movie was like, this is good. And then here's a zombie with a f***ing dog on a leash, and he's sitting there with a zombie dog.
Ryan
on
takes
a leash.
umbrage.
Here it is, and they're gonna let it go. They're gonna let the zombie. It's a zombie dog on a leash held by. It's all the zombies are iRobot. Every single one of them. It's the same fucking animation. It's the same person. It's the same thing. And here's Will Smith. Oh, he's like laying in a fucking bathtub. It's like God. Wasted time watching that movie. Hated that movie so much. I'm gonna save you. You're starting to grow hair. You're getting better. Like, Stupid.
Oh my God. So I guess Ryan really does not like I Am Legend.
I don't. I also don't really like Will Smith that much, so I can't really.
What? Wild Wild West?
Wild Wild West. I'm going to make a rap album to go with this movie. Wild Wild West.
I love Patton Oswalt's breakdown of that movie.
I haven't seen that. What?
You got to watch it. YouTube it. Patton Oswalt. I don't know if he talks about the behind the scenes or it's funny.
I was young when it came out, so I enjoy Wild Wild West. I don't know your guys'
Did you
opinions.
cry?
No, it was a great, great movie in my opinion, and the album was great.
You know what movie
The album was great.
Wild Wild West.
is that your favorite rap album?
Oh, don't do that.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
No.
It's the only rap I listen to.
And Wu-Tang.
Will Smith
Definitely not
soundtracks.
listening to Rage Against the
You
Machine.
listen to rappers with W in the
That's right. Wu-Tang and Wild Wild West. That's it.
Wild Wild West.
Didn't he have a song for Men in Black too?
Yep. It's Man in Black.
Yeah. Okay.
Galaxy Defenders. Yeah, I know it. That's part of. That's even worse.
It was probably at the bar that you were working at. Then
Oh, I used to cancel. If I didn't like the songs when I was bartending, I would cancel.
you
them.
had the power to do that.
There was a cancel button on the
Yeah.
remote, and I would like. You
Does
don't
it
understand.
refund the money to the
No,
person?
no, the person lost the money.
That's terrible.
No, it's not, because you know how many times I had to listen to "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey. "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey. Some dude used to come in. You know him. He was, I forget, Robbie. He's like a teacher now. Anyway, he would come in and he would play.
He's a nice
Journey.
guy.
He's a very nice
guy.
guy, but his taste in music, he would play Journey back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Well, so it was like, "Don't Stop Believing" just over and over and over, and I couldn't do it. And after a while, I just started canceling.
I like to think that he was trolling you.
No, he was blackout drunk.
He's like, why can't I hear my song?
He'd be like, "What happened?" I mean, I don't know. It's
Put more
weird.
money in. Put more money in.
Comment below what your favorite Journey song is.
Like and subscribe.
It's on his
And I will tell you this:
sorority girl playlist.
the music video for oh god,
Dun, 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 dun.
don't someday
Yeah.
love. He's playing the air. He's playing the invisible keyboards.
I kind of like that song.
Oh, watch the video. The video is
The video's
horribly
great.
bad. The only worst video is "Oh Sherry." The "Oh Sherry" video was.
Hold on.
Yeah, watch the video.
Hold on.
Watch the video. Just watch the music
The
video.
guitar solo that matched the vocals. Yeah.
He's playing a broom.
Good stuff.
Anyway,
Best band ever.
totally.
I
Wild Wild
probably would have
West.
gone. You know, I think I would have gone to see him. Oh, Christian's okay.
No. Keep going.
No, do it, man. I like this. Whip it out. Question.
Would you ever go what?
Oh, would you ever go caving?
No, absolutely not.
I
Christian,
don't even know what caving is.
well, you go in a cave
Spelunking.
for fun.
Oh, okay. No.
Out west,
Belay.
Out west,
Belay
they
on.
call it spelunking.
Yeah.
Haven't you ever seen what's that one?
Nutty
dude-
Buddy.
Ugh. Where he climbs and he like dies upside down.
Yep.
No.
What?
You know, we have our own here that's had something horrific happen. Clarksville Caves, down near Bethlehem. RPI student got stuck.
Oof.
Oh no.
There's a section where you can scuba dive. It's all underwater. This is back in the 90s. Gentleman got stuck. They had to cut him out. Him, not the rock, the person.
No.
What's there?
He came out in pieces. Yeah, he was pretty wedged.
That's the worst way to go.
It is 100%.
Only if there was a bear swimming.
I think
Shut up.
a bear swimming.
Putty might be worse.
A little bear, just like 100 little bears.
Little cubs.
100 little itty bitty gerbil sized bears.
Drowning, from what I understand, like once like the oxygen goes off in your brain, it's
Yeah, Nutty Putty was 26 hours of.
never.
Sealed in forever.
I'm sorry. I wasn't going to ask that
I got
question
dark.
because I kind of knew the answer. Everybody would be no. It's a hard no for me.
Like and subscribe.
I don't even know if I want to go in a cave that I can fully stand up in.
There was that one that Butch used to take us to. Where you
How,
can,
how can? Oh, on Widow Susan Road
yeah,
there.
you just walk in. It's like 10 feet in or whatever.
Yeah,
but-
and then you have to crawl on your stomach. I remember going.
Oh yeah, no. If it's hard to get in, it's gonna be hard to get out. And no.
Nope.
I like I like.
You ever watch what's that
Cenotes.
What's that one horror movie with the
The Descent.
Descent?
I haven't seen it.
That was a decent movie.
You know what's wild is when people go deep into these caves and they find cave art
Yeah, that is cool.
from like thousands of years old, and like
A Far Side comic just sitting there on the wall.
this far, like Gary Larson just chilling. That's where he went.
Gifted, School for the Gifted.
Yeah. The Institute for the Study of Migraines next to like the big band,
The marching band.
marching
studio.
band academy.
Is it and then just the dam broke. Is everybody like storming it?
I love me some Calvin and Hobbes. To me, that's like the greatest comic of all time, like unrivaled.
Agreed.
But Far Side is like right there.
Well, they were both at their pinnacle, same time in the
I know.
newspaper.
I loved it.
I mean, you couldn't get away. You couldn't get away from a Far Side calendar. They were like everywhere. Those were good. I'd always get those at like the little Scholastic.
Mm-hmm. I have all the books in my attic right now.
Far Side?
All the Far Side books.
Ah.
Our old bathroom books.
I don't know if we had all of them, but we'd had a bunch. We definitely had all the Calvin and Hobbes.
Yes, and all the anthologies.
I look forward to Lowen, once they learn how to read, getting like one at a time, sequentially, and have them read. I love Calvin and Hobbes. They're so good. That's how I learned how to draw trees. Was Bill Watterson. I always thought he drew the best trees.
Can I tell you something that I found really funny?
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. Can I tell you something that I think is really funny?
Why
from,
can't
oh,
you?
don't look.
Am I?
You can. I can look at you.
Okay, thank you.
Jesus.
Why don't you look at me during?
Look at me.
Make eye contact.
Eye contact.
Look here. Something I think is really funny.
Like and subscribe.
Moving here is that when you guys all tell stories about people, you say their first and last name every time.
I never
Like
noticed
you
that.
throw their whole legal name out there, and it blows my mind. Anytime I'm driving with Nicole,
Why did you guys throw like the social security number into it?
Yeah, we're like, yeah, they're left-handed, they're right-handed, yeah. But it's like we're driving by, like, oh yeah, Robert Jacobson lives. I'm like everything driving through Galway is like so and so, first and last name, first and last name, first and last name, first and last name, and I'm like, why? And at first I just thought it was like, oh, but I've noticed that now everybody does first and last.
Are you
names.
starting to do that or no?
No, I'm not.
Do you
What do
guys
you
just
do?
say first names? Like that's Jordan's house?
There's a lot of Johns.
Yeah, no,
A lot of
that's
Johns.
true. That's true. But no, but like I'm just
John
always
lives
like,
there. Which John? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, what do you want me
it
to give out as
doesn't like.
legal
I
information?
think it'd be different if I knew, if like we were driving and we grew up together, and you're like, you remember Steve Robinson? I'm like, oh yeah, Steve Robinson. But I don't know anybody from here.
Steve-O.
So, so I don't know.
Didn't we put him in a dumpster?
So I just think it's really funny. I'm like, oh yeah, you know Paul Jacob. I'm like, I'm not from here, so I don't know who that is, but okay. But it's first and last name every time, and it's really, really funny.
We're glad you're here now.
It's hilarious. It's good. Thanks for having me. I'm super excited now that I know I can get drinks to go. That is such
Thank you, Christian
a
Gallego.
bonus. Sure.
Diego.
Supposedly.
Diego
That's
Gallego.
allegedly my name. Allegedly.
I love it.
Diego Gallego.
I'm starting to think that was like your original name.
I can
And
tell you.
Christian
I
is
can
like
tell you
your-
what my original name was going to be.
What is it?
Horrible. It was going to be Pancracio.
Wow.
I know, that's what I said. My grandma was like, "Don't name him that, dude." Also, I am a firm believer.
We probably would call you Pancakes.
Why?
Peg-
What? Why?
Why
Bro,
not?
if that was my name, I wouldn't marry anybody. I'd just be by myself.
Oh,
I
what a waste of the greatest dad on the planet.
Oh, see, thank you. I don't know. Did you guys have a process when you guys were naming your kids? Like I went through.
Yeah,
and
my wife came up with a bunch of names and then picked one.
This works. I dubbed the.
Whatever.
No, we both agreed on all
But
that.
we totally did. I got to put the sprinkles on the cookies. So I'm helping.
I would go through and any name that was brought up, I would be like, let's just go hard and see how many messed up things we can do with this name, so I can see how my kid's gonna get teased. And if
Oh,
it's too many,
100%.
and if it's too many, then that's not gonna be the name.
Yeah,
Like, that's
smart.
it.
You got to do that.
Yeah, and like I don't know. So I feel like if I had that, like if you have a messed up name, that means you're gonna be teased in school.
Yep.
Like you have low confidence. Like
Yep.
that all plays into who you are as a person.
It's like it's hard enough being a kid. Don't make it harder.
Yeah, I was like, dude, like, oh, that's horrible. So anyway, my grandma was like, no, you can name him Christian, but it's Christian with a K, so I get a lot of Christina and Kristen.
I mean, we had Quackenbush growing up, dude. Like,
but Quackenbush here is like a staple in society.
not when you're in 7th grade.
It's tough.
We make guns.
That got easier once we hit high school, I think.
Yeah, when you hit high school, but leading into it,
It was-
you got to lean into
You
it.
quacking a bush.
Oh, Quackenbush, you quacking tush, quacking tush.
Think of that one. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah,
Eddie Laporta called me quacking tush in 2nd grade, and I still remember that to this day.
see, first and last
Some
name. See?
some wounds cut real deep, you know.
That was the hardest Billy Hughes ever laughed.
Stick
was when
with you.
Eddie Laporta called me quacking tush.
Billy Hughes.
Billy Hughes.
But you know what?
Sweatpants Billy Hughes.
Oof,
Stinking toenail.
sweaty pants. Yeah, so that was gonna be my name, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, you would have made it work.
I don't know, man. I could barely go through Christian, to be honest with you. I went through school till college. I went as Chris because it was easy. I was like, you can't mess that up. So Chris with a K, which is still kind of weird, but whatever. And then when I got to college, I was like, I feel like if you are a college professor and you can't say my name, then you shouldn't be a college professor. Not one professor messed up my name. So I went by Christian. And then like halfway through college, people were transferring from where I grew up. And so I always walked around with like my headphones. Like I was like, I get to class, like focus, get in the zone. And then people would be like, Chris. And I would just be like, and I just wouldn't respond. And then they like grab me like, Chris, what's up, man? I just transferred. I'm like, oh, dude, like, damn it. I hate you. Like, I don't want. I'm like, okay, cool. Good luck. Yeah,
What's up, bro?
let's hang out.
Best of luck, man.
Yeah, I was like, all right, cool. But then I
Go to
had,
Dave Matthews.
Ah, nope.
do you know Ashley?
She wakes up in.
My two circles, when they mix together, they always think it's weird when someone calls me like, oh, Christian, and they're like, ugh. Or they call me Chris, and that's not who you are. I'm like,
Comment below if you would call Christian Chris.
that's not who I am. I'm like, that's not who I am.
Like and subscribe.
Whichever guys you guys vote for, I'm going to change my name.
I can't. I Christian is how I
Yeah, see?
see it and think of you.
good.
I can't.
It's
I wouldn't even think to call you Chris. It doesn't
That's
feel
weird.
the same.
Can I call you Diego?
Yeah, you can call me Diego. That's funny.
I like that. Diego.
If I'm in trouble, like, his name's Diego Gallego.
Diego.
Can I call you Pancracio?
No, don't. No. If you say it like that with the accent, then yes, you can.
I'm gonna
I allow it.
What would a nickname for that be?
Pancakes.
Pancakes. Oh, damn
Oh,
it.
Pancracio?
Did I just? Oh my God, I'm gonna have that forever with you.
I thought it was like
Pancracio.
Pancracio. It's
Pancracio.
Bon. No, it's pancake. Oh wow! All right. Now I get it.
it's
I thought
pancreas.
you were just being a douche. You'd be like, I'm gonna
Pancreas.
call you
Well, I
pancakes.
was.
I'm gonna call you pancakes. It's like, what
was.
the fuck does that have to do with anything? No, it's actually what he said. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
it's
was
like-
being a
just
douche.
like
Stripped
pancreas.
of all like pronunciation and trilling of an R, it's pancakes.
There you go.
Pancracio.
Doesn't it sound like I was in like Romeo and Juliet? I was like,
Yeah,
one of the families.
Capulet.
Pancracio Capulet. Yeah,
I mean, that's a very romantic way to look at it.
I mean that's what
But
I would
dude,
call.
on the plus side, everyone loves pancakes.
That's true.
Yeah, and your brother, Subway sandwich.
Soup and sandwich.
My cousin Hasha Brown.
Oh,
That's how I got my name.
oh.
What are we at?
117.
Ooh, this is we probably gotta call it.
Pancracio out.
This episode has been one of my favorites, and I owe it all to my guests here today. Christian, Fred Durst, and our esteemed narrator, Brendan Quackenbush.
Like and subscribe.
That's me. You guys have anything to say to the cameras if you want?
I love you. Bye.
This was fun. I want to do it again.
This song's hit 'em. You guys might know this.